welcome to Inside Cottonwood. I'm your host today, Richard Faust, Community Services General Manager for the City of Cottonwood. And thanks for joining me today. Here we are already into January, looking into February very quickly here. By now, most of us have already looked at where we are in the year. Normally speaking, this is the time of year where we all kind of take a look at goals. And for goal management within our lives as human beings, it's just something we automatically do. It's kind of neat. Gives us a perspective on last year versus this year, where we need to be, and so that's why we make resolutions. But again, for goal purposes, I'm going to stick with that as our word, catchword for the day, I guess is what you would say. And being the New Year opportunity as we've got, we want to basically bring up, we're looking at Looking Good Cottonwood here today, and so we're very pleased as well as proud to present. We have two people on our panel today, and one is Kaitlin, actually Katie Russell, goes by Katie, sorry about that, Katie.
Okay.
And you're a previous LGC participant, Looking Good Cottonwood. You are the Insurance Verification Scheduling Supervisor with Northern Arizona Healthcare. And also with us today is Trevor Faust, the Recreation Center Fitness Floor Supervisor. And Trevor is also the Program Manager for Looking Good Cottonwood. So thank you both for being here today. It's my pleasure, so thank you again.
Thank you.
As we look into Looking Good Cottonwood and kind of what it is and what we do at the Cottonwood Recreation Center, I know that many rec centers throughout the state of Arizona also put together some sort of a program, and this is our program, and we've been doing it now. This is our 7th year, and correct me if I'm wrong, Trevor, I think that's it.
Yes.
And we as individuals, we always want to do something better. We want to get involved in things and something, or we just want to feel better about ourselves or look better. And that's kind of what we do in our goals. And we take a look at even in our personal goals, looking at how we want to better maybe our lifestyle and things of that nature. But again, most people, and this is the multi-million, billion, trillion-dollar industry of health, wellness, and healthcare. And those are the things that we look at every single year. And so that's why many people include making changes very specific to their eating habits, their exercise habits, and their health care. Because let's face it, aging is, we want to make sure that we age gracefully. And we all know that exercise and eating right have great benefits. Those benefits are proven factors involving the healthy lives that we live, and in reality, the long-term benefits that they produce. So many of us this time of the year want to watch what we eat. We were just talking about that here a little bit ago about donuts versus, my pistachios that I've got or whatever, and what exactly I'm trying to stop and push off to somebody else. Those poor people that we actually start pushing stuff off to, they're like, don't give me that. But so it's part of what we do every year, and so we want to give you a little bit of information as to what we can offer to you this year, and for Looking Good Cottonwood. We at the Cottonwood Recreation Center continue to press our mission statement of not just making it a workout, but making it a lifestyle. And this means changing the way that we exercise, or changing the way that we eat, and the way that we think about healthy life choices. And in today's, especially our hectic, fast-paced style in our world. So as we talk about LGC and where we are, we're on the initial leg of starting up. We've actually started registrations, I think, last month, or the beginning of this month.
No, December.
Oh, it was in December.
2017. Yeah.
Okay, and so so we're looking at that. We're continuing. How long do we have registrations going for?
Through the end of February.
February. Mm-hmm. All right. So you've still got a lot of time. And I want to get right in with Katie and basically talk with you as it pertains to you being a previous LGC participant, which is great, and also you being working with Northern or NAH as it pertains to healthcare and the way that you look at things. It's great to have you on board. Katie, can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
I work in the Insurance Verification and Scheduling Department with Northern Arizona Healthcare. So we schedule all of the outpatient studies for Imaging Center for all of Northern Arizona Healthcare locations. So we do all of their outpatient scheduling. So we have a lot of contact with the patients. We talk to a lot of the patients that are coming in for procedures that aren't necessarily the most fun, and then as well as the kind of annual wellness type of screenings as well. So we have a lot of communication with the patients and their health. We also obtain all of the authorizations for inpatient and outpatient services at NAH.
Okay. So it's pretty complicated, actually.
There's a lot
You
involved.
said you were really busy.
Yeah,
I bet you are.
it's pretty involved.
So how did you hear about Looking Good Cottonwood when you first started out?
Because Northern Arizona Healthcare is a sponsor of Looking Good Cottonwood, they actually had notified all of the employees at NAH that there was an opportunity there, that they were doing 50 sponsorships for NAH employees, anybody that was interested.
That's
so
great.
I saw an email pop up that said, hey, we're going to sponsor 50 people, and I responded and said, let's do it.
So how did LGC help you reach your health and fitness goals for 2017?
Really, it provided a lot of different things. Motivation, the weekly weigh-ins were huge. It was something that I actually grew to look forward to. It's like, I'm going to the weigh-in today, I'm going to do it, and hopefully, I'm going to see the scale and it's going to match what my scale said at home.
That's always hard.
And just that, all the tools that Trevor provides with the program, the calendar, the reminders for meal planning, all of that stuff. And the biggest thing is just that motivation. It's a competitive thing, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a little prize reward at the end if you are successful, which I fortunately was a prize winner, so that was kind of a nice little perk, as well as
Absolutely.
the rewards of being healthy and losing the weight.
That's
so,
great. So now, did you participate then with a team?
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did, yes. A few of the people in my office, actually, we put a team together, and that was extremely helpful because we kind of motivated each other. It was, we had a team goals, and then everyone had their own individual goals as well. So that was neat because we could hold each other accountable, and oh, what do they have in the cafeteria today? Is it something that I can eat, or so that was helpful too.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, Katie just hit our buzzword, which was goals.
Yep.
And so, and so that did impact your success
Absolutely.
and being with a team. And which I think is the same thing with, lifestyle when we work out, is having a workout partner.
Absolutely.
And if that's your spouse, or if that's a loved one, or if that's a person that you know as a friend, that helps your success.
It's huge.
Excuse me. So now, how much weight did you lose in 12 weeks during the LGC program, if you mind us asking?
I lost 42 pounds.
Wow, okay. So 42.
Yep.
And tell us how you made all that possible. Any tips and tricks for our viewers?
It was interesting. At first it was hard. I think eating healthy was the biggest thing.
Okay.
Exercise, I'm a busy person. I don't have a ton of time for exercise. I have
Right.
2 young daughters,
Yes.
and that was the biggest thing, was just having to be in that mindset and to be ready for me to make that change. I've tried many times to make that change before, and I think just finally being in that mindset and being able to utilize Looking Good Cottonwood as that kind of that opportunity to say, oh, this is that little piece that's kind of going to help me kickstart that journey and reach that goal.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Katie, what was your, and that's always a trick question, is what was your go-to food while you lost all that weight?
This one was an interesting one.
Okay.
Honestly, I think grilled chicken, I would have to say.
wow.
It's kind of, low fat, high
Yes.
protein. It was kind of a go-to thing that if I couldn't, if I wasn't creative and thinking of something, hey, I can eat this today, it was a go-to thing. I think the poor guy in the cafeteria at work just became, oh, grilled chicken? Yeah, he just knew my regular order. It was a go-to for sure.
Yeah, I've listened to a lot of individuals, and even the ones that work in the movie industry, especially with Marvel comics and everything. When you take a look at some of them said that's all they ate for an entire year was chicken. And they killed every chicken on the face of the planet. And it was like, oh man, that's a lot of chicken. So you eat it, it's coming out your ears. Okay. So now, Katie, did you continue to pursue your fat loss goals after LGC came to an end?
I did. I went on to, I lost a total of 70 pounds.
Wow.
Awesome. I kept it going. The program really, I think, provided that initial kick to kind of jumpstart it. And once I was finished, it made it a lot easier to just kind of continue on and just keep going. Because at that point, it did become my lifestyle. It wasn't, I'm going to be on this diet, and once I lose the weight I'm going to be done. It was like, if I want to continue this on, it has to be a lifestyle change, and this is my life now.
Okay. Well, that's great. It's
Yeah.
good. That's fantastic. That much weight. We're going to take a break right now and come back and hear a little bit more about Katie's success and her circumstances, as well as we get a little little bit more into the actual program of Looking Good Cottonwood. I'm your host today, Richard Faust, Community Services General Manager for the City of Cottonwood. Come right back.
There are people who struggle with addiction and homelessness. Sometimes it may feel like there is nothing we can do to help.
But there is. You can make a tax-deductible donation and help those in need transition away from homelessness.
When you give someone a handout, you could actually be supporting an addiction.
A better life starts with better health, especially for those living in the streets.
Support solutions, not addictions. You can make a difference. Visit cottonwoodcares.com.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
Welcome back to Inside Cottonwood. I'm your host today, Richard Faust, Community Services General Manager. With me, it's nice having Kaitlin Russell here. She's our previous LGC participant and with Northern Arizona Healthcare, and also Trevor Faust, you're here with us as well. We'll try to get with you in a little bit. I want to continue on here because we were talking with Katie in the previous segment here as to pursuing her fat loss goals after LGC and how it came to an end. And so that's the one thing is you continue to make that sustainable. And that's really amazing. It's because in reality, a lot of people really do falter and they fall off. And it's kind of the course with a lot of us. And we have that continually. But I think once you really set those goals and they become part of you, it's something that you continue on for that lifestyle.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're really trying to get to with the Cottonwood Rec Center and LGC for Looking Good Cottonwood. So Katie, now, do you attribute part of your success to LGC? I guess that'd be my next question.
Absolutely.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do.
So that is one.
I do. I think that it really provided me that opportunity, that jump start, like I said, to get going and to make it a lifestyle change and not just about, hey, I'm going to reach my goal and it's going to be, I'm going to work out, I'm going to do this diet, and I'm going to, reach my goal and be done. It really helped me jumpstart that. And like I said, because it was so easy at that point, once the program was done, it just made it a smooth transition to just keep on going.
So tell me, now, do you work out at the recreation center or do you work out somewhere else? Or?
I did. I did on a regular basis, and I did at the beginning of the program. And then we have the opportunity to exercise at the hospital where I work. So I spent a lot of time there in the first few weeks of the program. Like I said, because I don't have a lot of extra time. I wish I had more time. I did with the program. I actually started running around my neighborhood because I was working late and I had 2 little kids, and I was like, I'm going to put them to bed and then I'm going to go for my run and then I'll get my time in. So, but I have spent quite a bit of time at the rec center and I love it. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I think no matter where you go, the main thing is to continue that sustainability, or if you're on. And that's what I try to do is break from work, because a lot of times it gets really stressful. So I'll break and I got to continue that as well. I've been off of it for a little while. But I normally will take about a 2-mile jaunt, and then that's usually what I do. Is I get back to the office, I feel really good. I've done my kind of a workout, because I'll work usually about 3.5 to 3.7 miles per hour, and I just get really going, and it really helps me a lot, and keeps me mobile, keeps my joints lubricated, and keep me moving. I guess that's the big thing, is keep moving, huh, Trevor?
Right.
Now, what is the #1 piece of information, Katie, LGC imparted that continues to help you to this day?
I think that reaching your goal is, you're not done once you reach your goal, and I keep saying that, and I know it's part of Looking at Cottonwood, is it's a lifestyle. It's not about reaching that goal and being done. It's about continuing on, and so that you can continue that healthy lifestyle and keep it going. And I think that's the biggest thing that I took away from it, is not only those helpful tools and the meals and the calendars and the workout plans, but to be able to have that, to know that it's not going to end here. I got to keep it going, and this is just going to be my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I think catching on to some of the things that you were talking about as well as, it's a balance, especially when you've got you've got 2 young little girls at home, and you're trying to do that. And tell us how do you balance that? Because there's so many people out there right now that are listening, and they want to know, okay, I just can't do what you do.
Right.
And so they will put those things in front of themselves, and then it's a block. And so we have these blockages, and so it's one of those. So how do you get through that, and how do you balance your family, your work, your exercise, your nutrition, all of those things, and keep it in proportion?
I think it's really just, and it's a good reminder that, everybody's busy. I mean, parents are busy. We work, and I go to school as well. I'm going to school online. I think, knowing that if you just get past that first step of making the change, it becomes a lifestyle. It's not something that takes so much time out of your everyday. It kind of becomes almost an excuse for us, because it's something of, I'm so busy and I have all this stuff going on, but I try to, get outside with my kids, even if it's just, I don't have time to exercise today, I'm going to take a walk with the kids, or, we'll go on a bike ride, or whatever it may be, that, because it could be a tiny, minuscule little thing, but it's, you're getting out there and you're doing something. And eating, I know, is hard. I mean, when you have kids, I know any mom would say that you feed your kids and, you might take a few bites of whatever they don't finish, or, whatever it may be, but just kind of trying to control that and changing that and kind of changing their situation too, and with everybody trying to get healthy. And that really allows an opportunity, I think, to make it become a lifestyle. It's easy. It comes naturally so much that it doesn't feel like it's taking so much extra time out of your day.
Yeah, that's great. That's good news, as well as bringing that across. Now, can you tell us a little bit about the exercise routine that you did or that you do? Now, you're talking about you get out and run.
Yes,
okay.
and I've recently had a knee issue that's prevented me a little bit from doing that, but I did follow, the first few weeks I did follow the exercise program that Trevor provided with, and the details and how to do the exercises, because that's almost like having your own personal trainer. It's something that a lot of people don't know that stuff, and they don't know what type of exercises are helpful to help build that muscle, and get through those pieces. So that's what I did. I went to the gym after work, and I got through those pieces, and then it became like, okay, it's getting busy. I ran, and I am not a runner. I despise running. It's probably the worst thing ever. And I did. I got out and I was like, okay, I'm going to start walking, and then I started running, and I got up to, I was like, I'm going to do a mile today, and I made it, and I got up to 4 miles a day.
That's
and
awesome,
I was so excited, because I thought I was never going to be one of those people that ran. so that was a goal too. That was an exciting thing to be able to accomplish. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So can you give our listeners any tips besides signing up for LGC, of course? But
of course, absolutely sign up,
because
because it's a wonderful program, and it's a really great opportunity. Like I said, it's really motivating and helps hold you accountable and provides you with those tools. I really think just remembering that it's not something that, just somebody out there that's, I'm not any more special than anybody else. I'm not superhuman. I'm, an everyday person, and I work, 40, 50 hours a week, and I have 2 little kids, and I go to school, and, I still spend time with my family and get that time that I want. And if I can do it, I think anybody else can do it.
Some motivational factors.
Yeah, and just having that confidence that, everyone is capable, and you can do it. If you want to do it, then you can make it happen.
Yeah, that's good. So thank you. That's great information. Now, do you think that Looking Good Cottonwood can also help others reach their fitness goals?
Absolutely.
I mean, I guess it's one of those things where, we take a look at motivation, we take a look at diet, we take a look at eating right, we take a look at all these things, and it's like, and especially even in these times of the years where it gets really impacted with everything going on, as you had indicated, and I know Trevor's there, we all are, but it's being consistent with that and keeping that in the forefront is motivation and trying to help others. So I guess that's probably a lot of what you're talking about. I think, we all know someone who would like to reach weight loss goals for 2018, and I guess so that was something you would probably recommend is getting out, whether or not it's at the recreation center or at you know, one of the other fitness centers in town, or if you just have like what I do, you know, take a break from your day and get out and just walk, just do something. I think that that's the thing that you're recommending as well.
Yeah, just get out there and do something.
Yeah.
And you know, it just, even if that it takes you just starting with a little bit, and you know, we're all, it doesn't take a lot of extra time to do a little bit. Like you said, even just to break up your day at work, if it's on your 15-minute break at work, you know, you take a little walk and just get out, and that helps, I think, mentally too.
I think it really does. I think it really does.
I think for those of you who may not have access to gym membership either, there's so much information out there. Looking Good Cottonwood even comes with a home workout program that you can do even if you don't have access to a gym. I mean, obviously a gym is ideal because you're surrounded with like-minded individuals who are exercising and trying to do the same thing you're doing. But if your only option is to work out while you're at work, or you know, if it's just walking, if it's moving more, I think that's a huge one.
It is.
Moving more is just fundamentally
some people that put bicycles under their desks and they're moving their feet, or whatever you can do.
It's like I was indicating movement. So we're going to go ahead and take a break at this point in time and come back with us for segment 3 here as we talk more with Trevor and get a little bit more information as to LGC specifically. Thank you for joining us today, and come back in the third segment. I'm your host today, Richard Faust, Community Services General Manager for the City of Cottonwood.
There are people who struggle with addiction and homelessness. Sometimes it may feel like there is nothing we can do to help.
But there is. You can make a tax-deductible donation and help those in need transition away from homelessness.
When you give someone a handout, you could actually be supporting an addiction.
A better life starts with better health, especially for those living in the streets.
Support solutions, not addictions. You can make a difference. Visit cottonwoodcares.com.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
Welcome back to Inside Cottonwood. I'm your host, Richard Faust, Community Services General Manager for the City of Cottonwood. Thank you for joining us here for our third segment. We're getting in with Trevor Faust and his background as well a little bit. Tell us a little bit about what you do, Trevor, as the fitness floor supervisor, and then this program as you manage it.
Absolutely. I supervise the group exercise program at the Cottonwood Rec Center. I schedule for the rock wall and the game room. And then I'm in charge of orientations at the rec center. So new members come in and they're looking for help or advice. I'm that face that they can come to and ask. So I get a lot of floor time, and which is where my passion is. I get to help a lot of people hopefully build a passion for their own health and wellness. So that's a little bit about what I do, and then obviously fitness programming like Looking Good Cottonwood.
Yeah, it's a big program, and I know that you spend a lot of time on it. So we deeply appreciate what you do and value what you do, Trevor. So thank you. So what is the Looking Good Cottonwood program, and as you can explain that a little bit more?
Yeah, it's really your step-by-step lifestyle transformation program, but it's also a place where we encourage like-minded individuals who are trying to better themselves, increase their quality of life, to share ideas. That's one of the big reasons we brought Katie on today, is to kind of bring some fresh perspective. You know, we're all human. We all have struggles. We all make mistakes, but we can definitely work past them and achieve our own goals. So, yeah.
Tell us what kind of cash prizes are there this year?
So this year we're doing a little bit differently. We're having, well, last year we had a male category, a female category,
right, and
then a group category. This year we decided to shake things up a bit, and we're breaking it down into multiple categories. We have 3 male categories based off of their BMI.
Okay.
And
so that's body mass index, right?
Yeah, body mass.
Okay. I got that. Hey. Okay. It's the only thing I'll remember today.
Yeah. So we break it down, and it's the same for the women's category. Basically, you'll be competing against people that are more your size, so there's no big weight gaps.
Good.
Kind of bring the competition and narrow it down. And so the prizes this year are going to be $450 for first place, but that also includes one year free membership, access to the Cottonwood Recreation Center. Second place is $200, and it's a 6-month annual 6-month membership, and then for third place it's $75 with a 3-month membership at the rec center. And the reason why we went with memberships is we really are trying to encourage people to not just make it a diet or a workout, just a momentary gain. We want it to be long term, and so by giving people the prizes via membership, we're hoping that we can kind of give them the bug of fitness and hopefully have that be a catalyst to their own success.
Right.
And then
That's great.
We also have the group prizes, which is $1,000 for first place. And then
get your groups together.
Yeah. $500 for
Teams.
Second place, and then $200 for third place. And we all know how the team aspect or a group aspect can help encourage us and keep us motivated.
Exactly what Katie was talking about. How many people on your team?
5 people.
5 people.
To qualify for the teams. And there's no additional charge.
I was going to ask,
Yeah, no additional charge this year. So if you sign up for the individual participation, you can also qualify as long as you get your team and a group of 5 people.
So when does this program officially kick off then?
February 21st.
Okay.
That's a Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay, midweek.
Weigh-in Wednesday.
Midweek surprise. Here it comes.
Monday.
Better on a Monday, it
Much
is.
better.
So now, do you have a goal in mind that you always come up with for yourself in this?
Oh, absolutely. My goal, I think, every year is to reframe the way people think about exercise and nutrition. And that is done through a educational-based program. We look at evidence, and that way we have an evidence-based decision-making program too. So my goal is to get people to track, reference, so that they can, what gets measured gets managed. And that's really what I want to bring to the table is to get people to hold themselves accountable more. And I think, so that's my goal for the program. There's
cool.
a lot
There
there, but if one person can even just do one of those things, it'll help them a lot with their own weight loss goals.
So tell us how long is the program and how much are the registration fees?
The program's 12 weeks long.
All right.
The registration fees are $20 for members and then $40 for non-members.
And what kind of materials and support does the program offer?
Well, there's a lot going on. Obviously, we do the calendar that Katie was talking about. That includes just little reminders about meal planning and small, intricate little details that I think make a big difference. It shows you on what day you're going to do an exercise, all sorts of things. Now, it's just a reference. You don't have to follow it 100%. But there's a lot more. We have a group exercise class on Mondays. We have professionals coming in from a around the community, specifically Northern Arizona Healthcare, Verde Valley Medical Center, and doctors, dietitians, exercise physiologists. I mean, there's a full panel that's going to be coming on Tuesdays for the first couple of weeks. And then every Thursday night, we'll be doing a kind of LGC workshop with myself. So I'll be going over some of the LGC blueprint materials. And that's kind of where we do like a question and answer time to maybe do some myth busting, or you know, there's a lot of misconceptions out there, and then also there's a lot of small things that people get really obsessed about that don't matter as much, you know. So you know, we break it down and tell people what to really focus on, and I think that makes a big difference.
It really does.
So there's even more, and there's a lot going on. I mean, weekly emails that we send out just to kind of encourage people, and then weekly weigh-ins. There's weekly prizes that you can win. So there's a lot offered.
Yeah. So all you need to do then is basically go online at cottonwoodaz.gov, and you can get through directly through the program. You can call us directly at 928-639-3200. You can provide, we can provide any information for you as it pertains to this program. Main thing is let us help you meet your goals, to meet your lifestyle success. And some of those things are intricately involved in our daily activities and who we are and what we are as individuals. And with that, we're going to go ahead and close this day. And we thank you again for joining with us. Thank you both for being here. Katie, thank you so much for being a part of our program. I'm Richard Faust, Community Services General Manager for the City of Cottonwood. Thanks for joining us for Inside Cottonwood.